Ron, you are a big believer in Tesla and a big believer in SpaceX. Before everybody else went along with that route, that they were great companies, what did you see in Tesla early on, and what do you see in SpaceX now?
In Tesla early on, I thought the opportunity was to convert the cars that we make in the United States and the world from gasoline to electric. And that hadn't been accomplished ever before, and I was betting on Elon Musk. And so far, and most people bet against them. We invested $380 million in between 2014 and 2016, after thinking that we shouldn't invest in it, and was 1.5% of our assets at the time. And we made $4 billion in profit in it so far, and I think we're going to make another triple, maybe 4 times over the next 10 years.
What about SpaceX? Is SpaceX the same as Tesla?
It's the same idea where you're disrupting an industry that is a cost-plus industry. So all of the aerospace companies don't do research, and they didn't want to innovate. And the reason they didn't is because they had a business that was producing rockets, and they felt if they could use a rocket over and over again, why would they make, there wouldn't be a demand for fewer rockets. And so as a result of that, there was no innovation, and what they would do is they would subcontract out the work that they did on these rockets, so they would become more and more and more expensive, and the government would just pay it. So Elon comes along and he says, I got a cheap way to get to space, and the cheap way is by using the rockets over and over and over again, and everyone else said that was impossible to accomplish. And as a result of that, no one did it, and our man did. And this is a real big cash flowing business. He expects to have 40,000 satellites. So it's cheap satellites. Everyone else would send up satellites and it would be very, very expensive. When you can use the rocket over and over again, then it's inexpensive to get it. Your launch is inexpensive, and that gives you a chance to put up a lot of satellites and serve need for humanity.